Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? I am doing just fine, thank you. Sunny and hot outside. Don't want to go outside because it's too dang hot. It's going to be in the hundreds this week, so it's really hot, really terrible, humid and hot. Can't even, enjoy it at all. I'm finally getting a couple of cucumbers. I have tons of tomatoes, but my cucumbers, I don't know why they came in so late. They were all male, all of them. I had all male cucumbers. Nothing was, growing. Finally, I got a couple of female, and they're starting to grow. I'm like, they say the male comes first, but I never had them, come so late. I don't know. Go figure. Johnny was telling me I'm a bad farmer, but I have a lot of tomatoes. I did good. My basil's growing, so that's okay. I saw a little mouse in my garden the other day. Remember, I got that rat and I saw a little mouse. It just like jumped so fast, and I was like, oh. So I put out that little cage to catch it. I think maybe it's a baby rat. Who knows? It's real little. It must be a mouse. It's it must fit through the bars of that little cage because the food is gone and there's no mouse in it, and the doors are down. I don't know how it's getting out. Anyway, I'll catch it one day. It's a smart little critter, I guess. It's outsmarting me. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. So much crap is going on. Oh my gosh, y'all. This Trump never stops, does he? He just goes from one thing to the next, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting. He wants to open the schools, right? Of course, we all want the schools to be open, but we want to open them safely. And he's saying if the schools don't open, that he's threatening to take away their funds. Can he do that? I mean, really? And then Mary Trump's book is coming out. Nothing, they couldn't stop it. Thank goodness. I can't wait to get it. But just like you guys, I've heard a lot of things and read a lot of things about the book. By the time it gets to me, I probably will have almost basically read it. So, but it's very interesting. It's very good. And all the things, the little digs that he did to her and everything. Uh, Sounds just like Trump, right? It really does. So I'm going to do a little reading, a little meditation on Mary Trump, and just kind of connect with her energy and give me some insight on what's going on with her. And um, I'm going to ask a few other questions too. We'll get some other questions too. Maybe when the schools are going to open up, and we can talk about Kanye West. Really? Is that our worry? I don't think so. I don't think we have anything to worry about there, y'all. Oh my gosh, I got to tell y'all a story. All right. I'm sorry for the people that are new to this channel. I always tell a story at the beginning. Sometimes I do it at the end, but I have two stories. So I'm going to lead with this one and I'll leave the other one for the end. Hopefully I'll remember to tell you. So around 4 o'clock, I always get sleepy. I get this thing because I get up real early, and I get really sleepy around 4 o'clock. So I come in here and take a nap, lay on the bed, and I only sleep like maybe 15 minutes. So I just barely doze off. I kind of float in and out. It's fast, but it's a power nap. It feels great. You know how it is, right? So I'm over here laying down. I had just started to doze off, and I felt my toes tickling, and I'm like, dang it, there's a fly in here. I had the TV on. I always have the TV on. I go to sleep with the TV on. And so I didn't hear nothing. And then my other toe was tickling, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this fly's going to bug me. There's a dang fly in here. And I open my eyes, and my husband is standing at the foot of the bed. There's these bugs that are coming in. I call them hoppers. They look like a grasshopper. They're huge, but they like die. They come in and they die. I don't know where they're coming from. They're not grasshoppers, but they're not crickets. So I call them hoppers. I don't know what they are. But they're big, and we find one almost every day. One has snuck in under the door or something, and it's dead by the door. He had this dead hopper tickling my toes with this dead bug, and he knew I was going to scream. He acts like such a little boy. And I was like, get out of my room, get out of my room. I chased him and shut the door on him. He loved it. He just laughed and laughed. He loved it. But what was really funny, y'all, if y'all could have just seen him, he had gotten comfortable. So he was standing up. He's going to kill me for telling you all this, but it's funny. He was standing there. He had a shirt on, but he was in his underwear, so he was standing there with a shirt and striped underwear, tickling my toes. And then I chased him out in the front room. I chased him out with his underwear in the front room. Well, he came from there anyway. His pants were probably in there too. So anyway, oh my gosh, this man, he just drives me nuts. He just got a checkup. He went to the doctor on Tuesday, was it? Just the other day. Yeah. Or Monday. Monday, he went to the doctor Monday. Got a good checkup, good EKG, everything's fine. He's good. He was having some arm pain and it was making him nervous, you know. When we were walking and he was like, my arm's really hurting, you know, that's heart pain when your arm starts hurting. So he got nervous and he was like, he's been freaking out about it, you know. And he went to the doctor checked him all out and everything, and he said, Johnny, I have never heard in my career as a doctor, somebody had a quadruple bypass and it was blocked in 3 months and they had a problem. Never heard of it. He said, you're fine. You're okay. This is muscular from all this surgery, you know, they open up your chest like that. And he's told him, you probably have some nerve damage, you know, it needs to heal. It's going to take a little longer for it to heal. Plus he's lifting weights. I didn't go with him to the doctor. I don't know if he told him he's lifting weights. So anyway, he's fine. He's good. And now he feels better. The doctor told him, you're fine. So hopefully, you know, he'll he'll be okay for a while. He felt a lot better after he got back from the doctor, and all his blood work was good too. His cholesterol's good, everything's good. And I have another story at the end, so I'll tell you all about that at the end of this. Okay. Oh, I wanted to say I got these new cards. I've opened them up and looked at them. Renee sent me these new tarot cards, and I just want to tell her thank you so much. That was really sweet. And you know, I got this book from Frida, a book of poetry, and I just wanted to tell her, Frida, I know you sent this to me quite some time ago, and thank you so much. These are beautiful poems. She wrote this herself, and it's a very, very moving book of poems. I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. It's always right here on my desk, always right here. Thank you so much. That's so sweet when you guys send me something. Okay, so let me tell you, I got some hits on Mary Trump. Let me tell you what I got. What I'm getting is they're showing me that she was frozen out of the family. They froze her out. Literally, they froze her out. And probably, you know, the way they treated her and everything just froze her out, just made her feel unwelcome. This happened long ago. So I think she always felt like an outsider, always. They made her feel like it's showing me they made her a fish out of water. I'm seeing fish out of water, like she didn't belong. They made her feel like she didn't belong. Okay? That's so sad. How do you treat somebody like that? So what I'm getting, you know, when I talk to my guides, they're like bringing in her higher self, you know. So her higher self answers some things. So she's saying, so I danced to the beat of my own drums. So she did what she wanted to do, you know. She pursued the life that she wanted. And I'm just asking her, when did you realize that, you know, you didn't really like your uncle, Uncle Donald? I don't even know what she called him. Uncle Donald, Uncle Donnie. And she says she knew for sure she didn't like him, and I think she was totally done when he married Ivana. So I'm getting like a face like a witch. So I feel like she felt like she was a witch, or she must have been a witch to her. You know what I mean? Passive aggressive. She's an undercover witch. That's what I'm getting. Undercover witch. Passive aggressive. That's so sad. Why would you treat a young girl badly? That's so sad. You're the auntie. So it's so nice to have somebody to love. It's really, really sad. So I'm asking her about her cousins. Well, what about the cousins? Maybe, you know, you have some friendship with the cousins. She doesn't really have anything nice to say about them. She says, it's not nice, y'all. Okay, I'm seeing a shoe and I'm seeing like dog crap on the shoe. So it's like, you know, There's shit on the bottom of my shoe. That's what I'm getting. That's not very nice. I'm sorry, but that's what I got. I mean, even though that's the higher self, but they're just showing, showing me how she feels, how Mary Trump feels, not her higher self, but how Mary Trump feels, how she regards them. Okay. That her higher self wants to make that distinguish, wants me to say that, okay. All right, so I'm asking, is there any of them that you liked better? Maybe did you like any of them better than did you like? And I'm hearing Tiffany loud and clear, Tiffany. So I feel like she hasn't had that much to do with them, but she liked Tiffany better. Okay. All right, so we'll have to see what the book says. Maybe she'll say something about Tiffany in her book. I haven't heard anything about Tiffany at all. I want to just get a few cards here and ask about will she be sued? I just want to know if it's gonna cost her financially writing this book and breaking that agreement. She said the agreement was broken because they misrepresented the value of the estate when she signed that agreement. They basically, tricked her, I guess. So she's saying because it wasn't, it was misrepresented and she signed it under misrepresentation that it's null in her mind. So will she get sued for that? Are they going to get a piece of this book? That's what I want to know. All right. Let me pull some cards on that. Whew. Getting hot in here, you guys. It's getting hot. First card that I get is the Knight of Swords. So, of course, we know that Donald Trump's brother, he did everything he could in his power to stop this book from coming out. He really did. I mean, what his attorneys did, they did everything they could to prevent it, but they couldn't prevent it, thank goodness. And it did come out, and it's caused Trump a lot of stress, anxiety, worry. He's up at night worrying about it. He's really worried about, what this is going to do to his reelection. And he should. He's totally stressed out about it, y'all. He's totally stressed. Everybody's talking about it, and, he's sick over it because he knows it's true. It's the truth, and he knows it. Now everybody knows the truth. Four of Pentacles is the next one. This is like an outcome. They're going to try to get some of these profits. They want to get some of this. This is all about being greedy. This is the greediness here. They are so greedy. They don't need the money. They don't want the money, but, they are greedy. They don't want to see, anybody profit off them, even their niece, and of course they want revenge too. So they're going to try. I feel like they'll try, but it takes a super long time for anything to happen. So this could go in the courts. Trump doesn't get reelected, and then, he ends up just letting it go because it's just cost him money to have it going in the courts and all that. Not that it's probably pennies to him, but it's important right now. In the future, it won't be so important to him. You know what I mean? There's a stake in it right now for him, but the cat's out of the bag. And once that's out, I think, I pulled one more card, and that's, the Six of Swords. So yeah, I think he'll walk away from it. In the end, he'll just walk away from this lawsuit. I don't think it'll wrap up anytime soon. And then, then he'll be like, I'm done. He may drop it or something, or settle something real simple. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is we're going to look at and see are the schools going to open? I know I'm worried about my grandkids going back to school. I'm really worried about that. I know there's all kinds of rules. Okay, my one granddaughter, she's going to, poor thing, it's her senior year in school. So we were feeling really bad for the seniors last year, and we're going to feel really bad for the seniors this year too. So they're going to have a choice here. They can go to school or they can take online classes with the school. But if you go to school, it's going to be very limited. They're going to try to block off the school, like try to keep half the students over here and half over here. I don't know how the heck they're going to do that. And they're going to have them bring their own lunch, and they have to eat at their desk. They can't, they can't go to the cafeteria and buy food or anything. Any of the programs that were for socialization and fun and all that, they're going to be nixed. So it's not going to be a fun year at school. My daughter already talked to me about this, and she said all the fun stuff that goes on as a senior, it's pretty much gone. You're just there to learn and get, graduate. That's it. You just go there to graduate. So it's really sad, y'all. It's really tough. And I feel so bad for her. It's an exciting year. They won't have a dance or anything. They won't have prom. They won't have anything. I mean, things could change, but at least for this year into 2021, when the vaccine comes out, because I feel like it will come out in January, things could change and get better, and then more kids could go back to school. But at the start, I don't see how they're going to go back to school. And of course, they're going to have to wear their mask while they're in school the whole time. How are you going to get young kids to keep their mask on in school? Elementary school students, how are you going to keep them to have a mask? Are they going to be able to have a mask if they don't have a mask? And what about the teachers? Okay, they're saying kids don't get as sick. And I think it just depends on how big of a dose of the virus you come in contact with. That's what I heard the doctors say. If you might come in contact with a very small particle of it and you get a very, just a little bit sick, but some of them get a big particle and you get real sick, really, really sick. So I don't know. It's really scary. And some of the teachers are saying they don't want to go back, I mean, they want to teach their students, of course, but they have families of their own, And some teachers are much older too. There's not all just young teachers. There's teachers that are they're in their 60s, There's people that are older that are still teaching and that are wonderful teachers. It's very scary. They'll have to wear a mask all day. I'll see the nurses and the doctors that are working on the front line wearing a mask all day. Do you see their face? They have blisters all over their face from wearing masks. Imagine the teachers having to wear a mask every day, every day, every day, every day. That's scary. That is scary. So let's take a look at it. Let's just ask, will the schools be able to safely reopen? Will they be able to safely reopen? That's such a broad question because, there's different parts of the United States that maybe could safely open without any problem. I don't know, maybe I should break it down. Let's just say, will the majority, because I think that coronavirus is even spreading into the northern states now. It's kind of weird how it jumped from New York and went to Florida, Texas, like Arizona, and then all the states in between. They kind of, I guess they're less populated and have less people coming and going to those states. I don't know. So let's take a look. Will the majority of the schools reopen? Will the majority of the schools reopen? Let's take a look at that. What can I tell everybody? Will the majority of the schools reopen? If you read about the stock market, I've been reading about it and stuff, and they're saying the most important thing to the stock market is reopening of the schools. How about that? How about that? Yep, that's what it's all about. It's all about the money. That's all he's worried about. Trump is all worried about the money. He's not worried about, people, just the money. Okay, here's what we got here. Okay, first card is King of Swords. You know, it's really important for the United States to get back into a normal routine. That's what this is all about. Just having normalcy, and we need to do this logically. That's what he's all about, being very logical, methodical, planning, consulting, consulting our health professionals, going with their guidance. I know, of course, the Trump administration, they have no guidance to offer, but our counties, we can listen to you know, our health professionals in our counties and everything, and proceed with extreme care. So, yes, I feel like that's what's going to be happening. The next card is Four of Pentacles. So, yes, guys, it's all about the economy. See the money, got to, hold on to the money, get the money, make the money. And to get back to normal, we all have to go back to work. And the people that have children, what are they going to do with their kids? Kids have to go back to school so moms and dads can go to work. Y'all should just realize how, I mean, if you just look at it, this is how everybody's used. We are all used to make the rich rich, all of us. And it's so important for us to work to make the rich richer. You know what I mean? We all need paychecks too. I know that. But if we don't work, they don't make money either. That's how we can control it. We all have a sit-in, and we're not going back to work or school, and let them all go down the drain. That's the way we can do it. I digress. Sorry. Okay, so the administration is, they have to open up the schools to, you know, make sure that Donald Trump's reelected. Basically, that's what this is all about. So if everything goes back to normal, this is the point of view from the administration, though. Get it? They're like, we open up all the schools, everything goes back to normal, then Trump can be on track and get reelected, everything be fino, everything's good. I mean, they're just crazy. If they think they can wrap this up in a few months, it just is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Again, I digress. Uh, Instead of really being for the people and doing what's right for the people, Trump and his administration are doing what's best for Trump and his reelection. This is what it's all about. So that's what it's just about greed, They want to stay in office for greed, for complete greed. So that's what this is all about. Will they open the schools? Yes, because they're greedy, and everybody wants to go back to normal. We all do, but we want to do it safely. We don't want more people to die, more people to get sick. And there's less people dying now. That is true. But people that are getting sick, very, very sick, they're going to have disabilities for life. Some people need lung transplants and everything. They're scarred all up, They have heart conditions now and everything. It's very, very bad. The last card that I pulled on this is Page of Swords. The page always brings good news. So this is good news. Each county will make a plan, right? So they're not going to open up. It's not going to be like Trump's just going to say, y'all need to open up. We're all August 1st or whatever, August 21st, everybody opens. It's not going to be like that. They are going to open at staggered times. They will go at their own pace. Okay. That's what I'm seeing here. Each county will open when they see fit. The school boards are going to protect the teacher and the students. They're going to protect themselves too. They're on the school board. And they're part of the community here. So thank goodness they're the ones that are going to make these decisions. So I feel like it'll be safer than we think. The schools will open up safely. They will make a plan for it. You know what I mean? But it's not going to happen the way Trump wants it to happen. But he'll probably still be happy that they're going to open. But not everybody will open. Not everybody will open all at once. It's going to be staggered out. And gosh, so that's what I'm getting on here. Okay, so they'll open, but not all at the same time. They'll be open at different times, and when they feel like it's possible for them to open. So that's what I'm getting. So that's good. That's good news, right? Uh, Trump can't snap his fingers and make it happen. They're gonna go on their own time. Okay. So what do y'all think about Kanye West being president? Isn't that funny? It's just a little distraction. Just a little distraction to make you talk about something else. To wag the dog. I think it's just a wag the dog. It's a joke. It is a joke. It really is a joke. He all of a sudden turned against Trump. Nah. He's in cahoots with him. He's just in cahoots with him. Let's see what my guides say. That's just me talking. I think he's in cahoots. That's what I think. It's just a joke. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm dropping all my cards. Let me get them. Okay, sorry, I dropped my cards. I had to pick them up. Kanye West is just, is he really running for president? So I feel like his wife, Kim, somehow she's in on it. She kind of put him up to it. She said, let's do it like this. That's her. That's coming straight from her. So it's kind of like she fashioned the idea. Now, I don't know how far back this went. She could have, let me see. Let me ask my guides. She kind of planned this out with somebody else. So it's somebody from the Trump world. I don't think Trump himself, but somebody. The next card is Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you know why he's doing this? He's doing this for money. He's doing it just to, get us all to notice him. I think he's got some other CD or something like that coming out. So it's all about publicity. So this is just a stunt for money for him, like he needs it. Did you see how much he got? A bunch of those loans from the government. He got a whole bunch of them. I think he got millions of dollars of loans for his businesses. Yeah. So this is just a stunt for money. It's just a way for him to, make more money, get put his name out there more. I mean, God, everybody knows who he is now. Everybody thinks he's crazy. Yeah. Look, that's the moon. Barking at the moon. He's just barking at the moon, y'all. That's all he's doing. He's just a little bit crazy. This is kind of the crazy card. So he's kind of crazy too. He is crazy. I mean, what a thing to say. You just want to make yourself look more crazy. He doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. He has no intention. That's no intention. Illusion, delusion. Yeah. He's just playing and cuckoo. He's a little bit cuckoo. Okay. What's next? What's on my agenda? Let's see. What about Prince Andrew? Do you think Prince Andrew is going to be charged with any crimes? Let's take a look at Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew. What did you do? You know they all did something. You know they were all having a good old time. Amber? Wasn't happy with Fergie, right? He never got remarried. I hear that they're kind of like together but not married, right? So, is Prince Andrew going to be charged with a crime? What can I tell everybody? Is Prince Andrew going to be charged with a crime? Let's see. Let me get some information. What can I tell everybody? He has been very good at evading any kind of problems, It's like, he's Teflon, almost like a Teflon Don. Nothing has really stuck to him yet, although we're hearing, that testimony of that one girl. I think it was one girl that said that she was with him and everything, that blonde lady. But he's been very, very good at deflecting all this. And, he stepped down from his royal duties and everything. So he wasn't so much of a target to have, to be out there, everybody talking. So he's done very good at, hiding and getting rid of this problem so far. So far. This card is King of Wands. So, they're going to continue investigating. I mean, I'm sure they've been investigating like crazy, but Barr maybe has limited them to some degree. But I feel like this investigation continues and they're going to want to sit down with him. They're going to sit down for an interview. That's what the whole deal is. This is about getting him to sit down and telling his side of the story. So basically, that's what's going to happen. He will do that. And when he does that, it looks like he'll have a very good lawyer. Very good. He's partnered up very well. So he's partnered up very well. This could be the lawyer. It also can be the queen. She's going to have she's a big factor in shielding him and from getting, from being charged with the crime. She's really shielding him. So, and of course, he has the best of the best attorneys. He'll have such good representation that either they negotiate some kind of a deal or, they make it go away or something. I feel like it's not going to be what, like regular Joe Blow off the street. If he was part of this, he'd go to jail, but I don't think Andrew will because he's the queen's son and he has great representation and all that going on his side. So we'll see. We'll see. He does have good representation. So we'll see what happens. But I think after they talk to him, they'll negotiate something behind the scenes. We probably won't even be privy to it. They'll just do it. But they're going to sit down and talk to him. They really are. He's been avoiding it like mad. Okay, guys. So here's my other story. This is a long video. Sorry, it's getting kind of long. So I've never done this before. It's about sleeping again. That's funny. I have two stories about me sleeping. This just happened the other night. I mean, night before last. Early in the morning, actually. I woke myself up. We were sleeping. I woke myself up by talking. I was talking in my sleep. I was saying something. I don't know what. I know I talked. And it felt like a sentence, like I said, a full sentence. I don't know what I said. The TV was on because I sleep with the TV on. So I could have been, maybe I was talking to the TV. Who knows? My back was to my husband. And when I started talking, I turned to him like I'm talking to him. That woke him up because I was talking. It woke me up because I was talking. And I looked at him and I just knocked the hell out of him. I hit him so hard in the chest with my fist. I just went like this, pow. And I'm like, are you okay? After I did that, I'm like, are you okay? At this, he was like, I was till you hit me. He kept saying, I can't believe you hit me in the chest. And I can't believe I did either. And I said, what was I saying? He said, I was saying, what? I said, I felt like I was talking to somebody. And when I heard myself talk, I thought I was talking to you. And I turned around because I thought I was talking to you. And let me tell you what made me hit him. This is horrible, y'all. His eyes were open because he was awake. And we're face to face, right? But he's not looking at me. He's looking like this. I mean, exactly like this. He's like, he was staring off into a no zone. Maybe he was falling back to sleep because he wasn't looking at my face. He was staring like up at the headboard. He was just like, and it startled me because every night when we go to sleep, I fall asleep after him. I always look at him and see if his chest is rising and falling, make sure he's still breathing, like he's my baby, Since everything that he's been through, I always watch him. It's now my habit. I always make sure he's still breathing. Now I can go to sleep, right? So when I saw him and his eyes looked fixed and dilated, instantly I thought, he had passed out or, something was wrong with him. I thought maybe he was dead or something, but it was so instantaneous that it was weird. And I went to push him because I was startled. I thought maybe he wasn't breathing or something. And I ended up turning and I just hit him so hard. He keeps saying, every time I tell him, I'll say, "Can you take out the garbage or something?" He'll go, "Don't hit me." "Don't hit me, please don't hit me." I've told him several times, I'm like, "I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did that. It was just a reaction, I just I freaked out." That's my dog. All right, guys, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I'm sure y'all are tired of hearing from me. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you for putting up with me. I love it so much. I love you guys. I love talking to y'all. I enjoy it. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. Oh, I was going to read on Georgia. So somebody sent me an email and asked me if I would see if Georgia was going to turn blue. I'll do that next time, okay? I'm going to keep that paper in front of me, and I will do that next time. I'm sorry I didn't get to it, but it's getting kind of late here. All right, guys, love you so much. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Y'all wear your face mask. Stay safe. I'm praying for each and every one of y'all. Y'all take care. I love you. Till next time. Bye for now.